Starting off, I want to thank the BEI nonprofit organization for reaching out to me and giving me the opportunity to speak with all of you today. The competitive event that I placed first in its state and qualified for nationals in is Introduction to Public Speaking. So I want to go right ahead and get into the tips that I have for you. So we all know how important content is when it comes to speeches, but the two parts of your content that will really stick out are your introduction and your conclusion. Your introduction is the first impression that you give your audience. And whether we are speaking in a competitive event or giving a presentation later in our lives, or even if we're scrolling through our phones watching videos, the first 5 to 10 seconds will determine whether we really pay attention or if we move on to what's next. Our introduction has to engage people, has to grasp their attention. And when we get into our conclusion, we need to have at least one mindful thought, one question, one challenge, something that will stick with our audience or judge even after we're done presenting. If we can find a line that can stay in their heads even after the fact, we can ensure that we give a speech that is both meaningful and has purpose. And as far as presentation skills go, there are two things that you need to remember. Number one, be authentic and genuine. It comes down to you giving a speech that you love and you saying things that are personal to you but are also professional. And as far as our hands go, because nobody ever knows what to do with their hands, all I can say is think less out of habit and more out of intent, because what might have been appropriate for a presentation that you gave in a school subject might not necessarily be as appropriate or necessary for a presentation in an FBLA competitive event. Make sure every movement you use has purpose. And my final piece of advice for anyone in any presentation event is find a topic that you love. Share something that you're so passionate about that you just want to tell anyone who will listen. The very last time that I gave my introduction to public speaking speech, it was sad for me because I loved telling that speech to absolutely anyone. And that's all I have for you guys today, but please continue watching this organization's videos as I educate you more in business and in your competitive events for the future. Thank you.